Hi guys, welcome back. I am gonna try to do videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays will be resin, Wednesdays will be acrylic, and Fridays will be wire. And today I wanted to go back to wire basics. Teach you how to do just some simple things like head pins, make your own jump rings, make your own toggles and clasps. This is a very simple design, but it will get you what you need. So you're making a piece of jewelry and you need a head pin and you don't have any the size you want and you've got the wire. I'll show you how to do it. Same with jump rings. Same with toggles and clasps. And these are the tools you're going to need. You may want. You can probably get away with doing stuff like this or using a pen. And then to do hammered things, you'll need a bench block, some kind of a base to head it on to absorb the sound. And you'll need some kind of hammer. I'm just going to use this cheap one that came from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. They come with different texturing heads. And it comes off. You change the head. I'm not keen on this one because when you're hammering, these tend to keep loosening. So just word of warning, you can buy it and use it if you like. Anyways, I thought we would start with head pins. Now, all my wire here so far is going to be 20 gauge. I've just cut a bunch of 3-inch pieces. So you can see 7 to 10 is 3 inches. And we'll do the simple round one first. You want to make sure that your edge is nice and flat. So you're going to take some flush cutters and just snip it off if it's not already. Just like that. Set that little piece aside. And if you're working with sterling silver, you'll want to save all those little nibs. You could do this with these as well, if you wanted a smaller one. See how that makes kind of a P? Let me finish closing it up. Well, that doesn't look very good. That's a P. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here at the end, put my... That looks horrible. Let's cut that off and start over. Throw that in the garbage. Make a little loop till it touches. That's better. And now I'm going to just put the loop back, the tip back in, and I'm going to bend it back. You want to make a balloon that looks like a balloon on a string. I'm making this look an awful lot harder than it is, guys. It's not hard. Just like that. Now, if you need matching head pins, you want to make sure that if you're using something like this, that you've got a mark so that you know where your wire is going to sit every time you put it on this. And once you have it practiced so many times, you don't have to worry about it. You'll know instinctively where you want to put it. All right, the next one we're going to do is the diamond. You see that? So we're going to take another piece. That's flat. And we're going to take this and we're going to go in just maybe 2 millimeters. And we're going to push with our thumb until we get a V. And now we're going to come in and we're going to go do that 2 millimeters again. Now you see how that opened that up? I want to get it back up there. And that's about where I had it before. Bend it. Go back and forth to get a sharp corner. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to use this black base to remind me to keep everything within this black rectangle. I'm not doing a very good job, am I? Oh, let me show you that really close. I could do better. But you get the idea. Now we're going to do this cute little heart. Wouldn't that be cute hanging off of a little crystal bead from your ear? Or even as a base from a pendant, putting a bead on it. This one, we're going to take and lay it on a, or just put a ruler down. Doesn't matter where you. And now we're going to take it from the 1 inch mark. And on the short end, we're going to push up. Okay. And now we're going to pinch it almost closed. Okay. Now we need our little round nose pliers. And we're going to open it back up. We're going to get right there. See how we're right in the corner? Now we're going to pull that around. And now we're going to make an imaginary line right here to create the bottom of the heart. And what I'm doing is I am bringing this part of the tool right here on top just to the outside edge of where I want that point to come up. Come on, focus on me. And now we're going to push that up just like that. See how cute? Right, now this is the hardest part. We're going to create that imaginary line again going this way so that we can try to get the top of the heart to match on this side. And we're going to push it. Push, 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 push. And it is off just a tidge. Can you see? Come on, focus. Just a hair. But if you're happy with it, cut it off. And you're good. Now, if you need this to be longer here, just cut your piece longer. These are all 3 inches, just for, what was I going to say? It was just an arbitrary number is all I meant. Okay. Now I screwed it up. I shouldn't have touched it. I should have left it alone, shouldn't I? So there you go, guys. Heart head pins. Okay, let's go to the toggle and clasp. This is also an arbitrary number. You need approximately 5 inches for the circle part. And again, arbitrary because it depends on the size of your loop or hoop part. And then the toggle is 1 3/4 inches. So I'm going to take my Bead Smith step bail making pliers. I'm going to put it on the second size. And now I'm going to push up and I want these to be even, and this is 1 3/4 inches is exact for this size of a loop. So if you want to make these longer, you're more than welcome, and then you can just cut off what you don't want or what you don't need on there. Okay, so now I've got it really even. If you don't have it even, just go in, snip it, and you've got it even. Ta-da! Alright, here we go. Now that I've got it even, I'm going to just cross them over. So that they make a horizon. You see that? This is 20 gauge. I would not make this piece in 20 gauge. I would use 18 or 16, maybe even 14, depending on how chunky you want your piece of jewelry to look. All right, so we're gonna let that sit, and now I'm gonna build this. And I've got a larger step bail making pliers, and I just made it using the smallest loop on this large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around about a third of the way, so that more of wire is sticking out that way. And now I'm going to bend this up like this. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Okay. Now, I'm going to pinch it right there. And I'm just going to switch the hands, and I'm going to bend this so that it is running perpendicular to this horizontal wire. And then with my bent nose pliers, or any pliers that you're comfortable with, I'm going to not do that. We'll fix it. Get it back in round. Okay. Bend that back like that. And we're only going to turn this around twice. Okay. Now we will snip this off right flush. And we're going to smash it down. Give it a little smoosh this way. We want to keep that nice and tidy. Okay, now I need just the width of these bent nose pliers. And I'm going to use the smallest of the loops right here. Wrap it around. Now if you want to pay attention to the way these wires are going, you wrap it around this way, because we want it to, we want the wires to go in the continuous, so it looks like one piece of wire. Let's see if I can do a better job on this side. Okay, so now we're going to get this bent slightly. Wrap it. Now we'll cut this off flush. Give it a little smash. See how it's all bent and it's fine. You just straighten it up. Let's get this back on here, see if it's still round. Well, it's round enough. Alright, let's get out the hammer and bench block. And I'm going to show you how to hammer this. So this one is hammered on both sides because when you're doing a toggle and clasp, this could be either side. So you want to just make sure that you hammer both sides. Get that. There we go. So you just take your piece, you put it right on the edge of the bench steel block, and you just start tapping. And when you've got it the way you like it, you flip it over then. Tap, 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 and you've got toggle. Now on this piece is just the top is all you need. You can just keep it at the end, flare it out, or you can do the whole piece. I am just tapping, and my hand is clear back to the back because the fulcrum, is that the word? You want the power. If you're up here, you can't use any, there's no power. No power whatsoever. You want the weight of the hammer to work for you. So all I'm doing is lifting it and then letting it drop. I am not wailing away, pounding on it. Now if it gets bent out of shape like that, can you see how it's curving down? You can just take your pliers and straighten it right back out. So there's that. Now let's do a head pin where you don't want anything but just like a little paddle. So I'm going to cut this flat, and I'm going to get my regular hammer here. I got this from Rio Grande. I love it. It's got a beveled head, and I can do some detail work with the other end. Ball peen hammer. It's a Fritz. So I want to just create a little paddle here. Again, I am just holding it back here in the palm of my hand, lifting it and letting it drop. No big hammering. And I'm creating a little paddle. There you go. And then you can put a bead on that. Oh, that hole's too big on that one. Let's make it a little wider. Let's pick another bead. Do, 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 do. Nope. That's one of the things you have to worry about when you're doing bead work, because beads have different holes. They're not all done by the same manufacturer. There we go. Now it won't come off. So we'll put this away and we'll get on to the jump rings. These are made with 20 gauge wire, and I just wrapped them around this piece right here. I'm going to make some bigger or some chunkier jump rings. I've got this big chunk of 16 gauge wire. It's dead soft. All the wire I buy is dead soft. Occasionally in sterling, I will get half hard to make frames, or ear wires. Okay, so what I did was I just pinched it between the clamp. I've got it on the largest bail making surface, and I started wrapping it, and I brought the wire below that top wire. Just going to continue wrapping. See how it comes up off of the There we go. We'll just get these made really quick. We'll run it all the way through. This is probably 15 inches of wire. If you're just making jump rings, you just need a piece of wire. Okay. So now what I do is, you think of the garbage in, or garbage out. This is my bucket for the garbage. Okay. So anything I want to end up as garbage, I want to go here. So I want my flat piece of wire right here. And I'm just going to snip off the end. Snip off the end. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to flip it over because I will want this to be a jump ring. So I'm going to get it as close as I can to what I just cut. Go in. Give it just a little tug so I don't snip the other one. I just made a jump ring. So now I've got garbage here. I got to get rid of that. Flip. Get it in. Sorry, there was something on my cutters and I didn't know what it was. I had to clean it off. There we go. One more. Snip. Get it as close as I can to what I just cut. Make sure I'm not cutting that wire beyond. Okay. So now we've got a jump ring. Nice and flush. See that? One more time. So So you can do these with whatever size you want. You don't need these tools or this tool. You just need something round that can give you consistency. Some flat nose, bent nose. These are just tools that I like to use. There you go. Let's do one more. As long as I have you here. That's nice and flat. I'm going to take just like a millimeter, okay? And I'm going to bend it around like I'm going to create a P. And now with my flat nose pliers, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to get right up in here. Focus. And I'm going to pinch down like I'm creating a little ball. And we want to straighten that out. There we go. Wonder where that bead went. Let's see if we can get this one to work. There we go. See how that creates it almost disappears. Let's try another one. Isn't that adorable? Let's take an amethyst stone. There, see? Cute, eh? All right. I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking and sharing my videos. And your comments, they're awesome. I love every one of them. I love reading them. If I do not respond to one, it's because I can't get to it for some reason. I'm still learning YouTube background things. But I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed this. I would like to do some more basics videos for beginners. So if you are a beginner and you like this video and you want more, please let me know in the comments section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you do. I've got more stuff coming. All right. See you guys next time. Love you. Bye.